What's up, world, and welcome back to One Piece Treasure Cruise. We left off, well, we didn't really leave off here. I keep on starting that, like that. But we left off right here. Laboon. Yep. Laboon. So we get our gem, blah, 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 blah. Don't want them as friends. I don't know why I'm just not declining. Just don't want to feel rude. Okay, so there's a new update out. It's 4.0. And I would like to show you guys what 4.0 actually is. The reason why I haven't been recording 4.0 for a while is because I want to learn for myself what it is and what it does. So if you guys don't know what 4.0 is, there's a new thing called skill slots. I'll show you. Just pick a random character. You see these two circles? These are sockets or abilities. I don't really know the official term yet. But there are specific abilities that you can give to your characters. Let me see if I can. If I have one that I put on somebody, a golden pound stop. There you go. As you can see right now, it says level 1, 5, level 2, 10, level 3, 15. These are all skills that you get by using the same character with the same name, such as Usopp's with Usopp, and you'll get a skill up. It'll be a random skill up depending on just random possibilities. So, and you only could choose 2. The other ones are discarded. So, depending on what your playstyle is, choose wisely. But the thing is, you have to have a certain amount of people with this certain thing, because the max level for these things are level 5s. So, you can have level 5 of this with Usopp, but you'll only be level 1, so you only reduce damage by 3%. That's what this is. It's for damage resistance. And this is by 5%, this is by 10%. It's not very great. I was hoping for something better with Usopp, like a cooldown reduction, which would be great, because that's what Usopp is all about. He's practically there for a special. He's nothing else. So, depending on the characters, depending on the skill that you would like to have with it. But like I said, you'd need 10 skill points altogether, depending on your entire crew, to get level 2, or level 3 is 15. And this is how it works. Say if I want to, because I have another Usopp just chilling around, so say if I want to level up his abilities, or give him another random ability. We'll go ahead and use, we'll talk about that in a second, the book. We'll go ahead and use an Usopp. Oh, I'm sorry, hit my mic. And as you can see, there's a new effect that happens, which means you got an ability up. And a random ability I got was poison resistance. This is by far the stupidest one, in my opinion. Let me see if I can see where all the skills. These are all the skills. See if I want to, I could just click it. I mean, might as well, because that's all I have right now. But I'll definitely be discarding that. As you can see, you got damage resistance, cooldown reduction, and I need to find out where to check this at by giving you the exact information about it. I think, hold on, I gotta go over here. Alright. There you go. So we got damage resistance. The max damage resistance is 10%. You got cooldown reduction. You have to have skill points altogether to equal 20 to get to level 2. And it'll reduce your cooldowns by your entire team by 2, and that's only at the start of the battle. Like, as soon as you start the dungeon or the raid boss, it'll reduce it by 2. We have another pretty good one, which is it reduces your when you get locked. Say if you get locked for 4 turns, this will reduce that by 3, so you only get locked for 1 turn. This is really helpful for those raid bosses that lock teams. So this is actually a really good one to have too, depending on the raid boss that you're fighting against. So that's actually really good too. This one's not bad either. This is Captain's Silence Resistance. At level 20 or level 3, max 20 units. I don't know how to count that. Cost, I guess. At 20 cost, you'll reduce it by 3. So if, like I said, if you get reduced silenced by 3, it'll nullify it. You get silenced by 2, it'll nullify it. If you get silenced by 4, you only have 1 turn to get silenced. Alright, this one's not bad either. This is, it'll heal you per turn, kind of like a Vivi. I'm wondering like if this will work well with Monster Chopper team, because as you know, Monster Chopper, if you have 2 Monster Choppers, your health is very diminished. You're practically at 2,000 health. So if you were to have this, it'd probably be really good for a Monster Chopper team. Probably not, because you will die probably in 1 hit regardless. So I'm not quite sure how that'll work out with a Monster Chopper team, but at the max level, you'll need 24. That's actually really bad, in my opinion. Having 24, that takes up almost, that's practically 5 units right there. 5 units that you'd have to have these orb meats on and have a max of 5. Well, max of 5 and then 1 with 4, but regardless of that, but max of 4 and 1 with 4. But regardless of that, I'm not doing math here. But that takes up a lot of space for your other captain's abilities that you can be using. This one is increase the amount that food would to give you. Say if you were to eat a meat orb, it'll increase it by 1,000 at max, which isn't bad. But like I said, it's a cost of 24, so you'd have to use a lot of people using that ability. So it's hard to pull off. But the most hyped one out of them all is the matching orb bonus. This increases the chance of getting the orbs of your like your character. Say if you have a green character, it'll give a green orb and increase the chance of that. This will work well with rainbow teams such as relay teams. So this is actually very good. This is like the best. I'm not quite sure what the percentages are, but it's a small, medium, and large percentages. People have been saying, and it's been posted on the board, that the large percentage chance is like Thatch's ability. I'm trying to think of his name. Thatch and Strong World Shanks, which is actually amazing because they give a really high chance regardless of the fact. So having both of them practically is a 100% chance in my opinion. I don't know if they scale with each other, but if they do, having Shanks with this ability is godlike. You would always have yellow orbs. Alright, moving on. If you guys don't want to see this and if this is tiring to you, you guys can skip ahead. I will put an annotation in the video letting you guys know where to go to just skip to the gameplay. But this is just a recap of 4.0 if you guys don't know what 4.0 is. Alright, next is the most useless one is poison resistance. It'll go from 20% to 50% to nullifying poison. It's iffy depending on, there might be a raid boss in the future, which is in Ennie's lobby, that will do poison. I'm not going to say the name. Don't want to spoil anything. But I'm not quite sure. Maybe that'll come in handy later. But right now, it's not that great. Really not that great at the moment. But this one is not bad, but it's not great either. This is reduces the effect that area effects do, like NL's dungeon, where it throws lightning down. It'll reduce that by 50% and nullify it completely, which is not bad, but it's not really good either because it'll take up 20, and it only happens once every 3 turns. So it's not that great. You'd rather use something else. And last but least is the survive with 1 health chance, like the survivor. This is actually really good. I'm not quite sure quite what the percentage is, but just imagine you're fighting a raid boss. He's using his strongest move to one-shot you, and you know you're gonna die. You're like, oh god, I'm gonna die. It's gonna do 9999999 damage, and you survive with 1 HP. Just imagine how hype that would be, and you come back and kill that raid boss. That would be the screaming like, fuck yeah! Just imagine that. That'd be amazing. But I'm not quite sure what the percentage chance of it is. It's small, medium, and large, but I'm not quite sure exact percentages. It could be like 2%, 3%, 5%. If it's that, then it's garbage. But if it's a 20% chance, that's not actually that bad. Just imagine just in a dungeon, boom, just coming back to life and just beating up the boss. So that's about it on the abilities and the sockets that we are using. Alright, next we will be covering that book that I told you guys about. Where is it? This book was part of a event that was going on the Extra Islands. You guys probably already did it, but just to recap, this book is practically another golden chest with the cotton candy. That's like the cotton candy. It gives you a random skill up. Say if I were to, let me just use it. We're gonna use it on Ace because Ace is one of my star units. Use it only on characters. Use the skill book on characters that you are not easily farmed. Let's start there. Let's use the skill book on characters that aren't easily farmed, such as like Whitebeard, Rayleigh, because you're not going to be able to get a skill up on them or ability up on them anytime soon. It's just not going to happen, unless if you were to pull another fucking Rayleigh 5 times in the same Sukafest. Good fucking luck on that. But like, say if I use this, it gives it quite a lot of XP too. It's practically, I think, a little turtle. The little, I think the big turtle, not elder turtle. I think it's the pig too. I'm not quite sure what the experience chances are. So like the same effect happens. I stutter a lot. I apologize for that. So we got cooldown reduction, which is which isn't that bad because Ace is really good for his ability. So cooldown reduction isn't bad to have, actually, so I'll take that. Ace and like you guys been noticing that random characters have certain amount of sockets that you can be using. Coming from a World of Warcraft person, I like to say sockets too. This Ace has 4 sockets. Let's go ahead and check out the others. Like, say Strong World Luffy, he has 3. This Kid Luffy has 2. Like, this outfit doesn't even have any. I think you have to evolve her to at least get 1. Like, certain characters have certain amount of things, I guess, for balancing reasons. Like, Golden Pound Usopp has 2. I'm pretty sure it's only for balancing reasons. The one on Nicaragua, I'm pretty sure that'll be into 2 when I evolve, but not quite sure. But I'm pretty sure easily farmed units have lower. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure Bandai Namco did it for balancing reasons. They probably did the calculations and whatever for balancing reasons. And that's pretty much recaps all of 4.0. That took 12 minutes. I'm sorry if that bored the fuck out of you, but I just wanted to do a recap on 4.0 for those people that don't know what 4.0 is. And also, if you guys haven't done it, there's a promotion code for this Luffy, Summer Luffy. So if you guys don't know, I'll put the code in the bottom of the thing. If not, check out the blog. They have the code there. Yeah, easy Luffy. It's pretty much like Gear 3rd Luffy, but a weaker version of it. It only you have to get 2 perfects, and it'll increase it by 2.5. It's practically Mr. Prince in a nutshell.